Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Tom from Mesenproductions, and today we're going to be giving you some film tips and tricks to really take your film game to the next level. This is definitely for beginners, so if you're a beginner cinematographer or someone that's looking to get into the film world, these are going to be some fantastic tips and tricks to really be better prepared, as well as to really have good quality content and to really have your client coming back for more. And that's the most important thing with this YouTube channel. I want to help you guys actually establish a good clientele base to really build value so they can continue to reinvest into you, because you guys are a personal brand, you are a cinematographer, a filmmaker, and you deserve to have that knowledge in order to really make a living. Because as a filmmaker, as a cinematographer, you know, it can be hard to find clients, it can be hard to go out there and actively, you know, create an income, you know, especially a full-time income, being a cinematographer or a filmmaker. So we're gonna be going over all those tips today. Before we go any further, please give this video a thumbs up and definitely subscribe, because we're gonna be coming to you with more content every single week when it comes to building value with cinematography. So guys, the first tip that I 100% recommend as a filmmaker, as a cinematographer, is going to be getting a gimbal. Now, any type of gimbal is going to be a game changer when it comes to the value and really the look and feel of your video. Now, everything kind of changed for the style of my video when I invested into this Steadicam right here. I think it's under 150 bucks, I may be wrong, but absolutely incredible value. It's full metal, it's really nice construction. It has weights at the bottom, and basically what this does is it just makes the film extremely steady. Now, this is going to really help you with shots, right? There's nothing worse than shaky footage, especially when your client wants to see your footage right after you shoot it. And if you're walking around, or if it's a chase scene, or you're outside and you're stumbling around and you don't have one of these, it's gonna look really bad. I don't care who you are, if you don't have one of these, you're gonna have shaky footage and it's not going to look that good. So guys, invest into any type of gimbal, Steadicam. It's going to go miles. It's gonna be 100% worth it. You're going to make your money back, because your clients are gonna be like, dude, I want you back. So if I could recommend any gear at all, that is other than your camera, it's going to be investing in some type of Steadicam or gimbal system. It's absolutely worth it, and it's going to go a very long way. Now, the next step, the next tip is going to be invest into your audio. Now, right here we have like a $100 Zoom handheld microphone that can actually be a wireless microphone as well. You can actually plug in a lav mic to this right through here. But guys, getting your audio game is extremely important. There's nothing worse, and I'm gonna be saying that word a lot today, there's nothing worse than like staticky or muffled audio. Audio goes a very long way when it comes to cinematography, and you wanna make sure that you guys are getting the audio of the person. I also have a Rode Mini plugged on to the top of my Lumix. Now, the reason why I love the Rode Mini is because the stock audio on this Lumix G7 absolutely is terrible. And so if you can just plug something that doesn't even require batteries, you can just plug it. The audio, it's gonna be way louder, it's gonna be way more crisp, and it's just gonna be absolutely incredible for you. I also have 2 Blue Yetis. So any type of audio equipment that you can invest in is gonna build the value, it's gonna build just the overall cinematic experience, and that's what you want with a good microphone. There's many out there, and I 100% recommend, especially if you're a beginner, to invest in either the Rode Mini, a Zoom, or some type of audio, external audio device. Now, the next step is going to be, you know, one of the most important things, especially if you're on set and if you're in a different state or you're 2 hours away, is going to be investing in batteries, right? So I have like 4 batteries for my Lumix G7, which probably is gonna be like 8 to 10 hours of on-screen footage. And the reason why this is so important is because the last thing that you want is to drive like 2 hours or fly to a different state and to have your battery just go out, right? There's nothing worse than having your battery just die on you while you're on set. It is a complete day ruiner, and it's your client's gonna be like, dude, like really? Like you don't have an extra battery? It just looks absolutely terrible, and it's the last thing that you want. So if you're a beginner, if you're intermediate, and you only have like 1 or 2 batteries, definitely invest in more batteries. Yeah, they may be more expensive, but it's going to, you're gonna make more money in the long run because you're gonna be better prepared, and you're not gonna be like stressed out, because I hate when like you know that your battery's about to die and you know that you just don't have any batteries. It's the worst feeling ever. So having tons of batteries on set is gonna go a long way with your confidence and just making sure that you get everything, right? So the next step is going to be invest in SD cards. Now I have tons of SD cards, and you know, it's extremely important to have SD cards on you. You know, I would recommend anywhere from 3 to 5 different SD cards, just because an SD card can break, it can go corrupt. There's a lot of different scenarios which can happen with SD cards. Obviously you can, especially if you're shooting with a 4K camera, it can really burn through the memory. So making sure that you guys have multiple 64 gigabyte SD cards. And yeah, so now one of my next tips is going to be to get a external hard drive. Now this is a 2 terabyte hard drive, and it is by Seagate, and this is one of my favorite types of hard drives. They're absolutely incredible. They're super compact. The top is metal, and it works really, really good. It's extremely fast with transferring files onto a Mac or a PC. So if you guys are a filmmaker, cinematographer, obviously if you have just a laptop, it's not gonna cut it with storage. So you wanna make sure that you guys have an SD or an external hard drive that you can put all of your files in, and especially with like all of your past footage that you shot, you wanna always be saving that footage, because you never know when your client's gonna come back and say, hey man, you know, we want another little edit. We would love for you to just put up another video with just the footage that you got. So when you're in person, when you're shooting, get more footage, get more than you really have to, and just put it all into an external hard drive, and get, you know, a 2 terabyte, 4 terabyte, get multiple of these, and just make sure that you get all the footage that you shoot, you know, shot, and put on this immediately, and just store it on here immediately, because you can use the footage for other things. Obviously if you get permission, or you know, you can hit your client back up, say, hey man, you know, we got like 6 more hours of footage. If you want, we can put together a nice clip for you for the new year, and you know, we'll make it look absolutely incredible. How does that sound? You know, you can get repeat customers, you can get repeat sales just by having tons of footage locked in on one of these hard drives. Now the next tip is gonna be lighting. If you guys were to see this setup, you would see that we have 3-point lighting. We have, you know, the white light here, and it just looks really good. And so if you guys can invest, especially if you're a YouTuber or a blogger, and you can invest into like a lighting setup, it's gonna be extremely important. It's gonna go a very long way, because it's just gonna build your value, right? Like this looks great because I have great lighting. So guys, if you got value, please give this video a thumbs up. It means the world to me. And also subscribe, because we're gonna have way more content and tips and tricks to really become the best cinematographer possible. So if you guys found value, like I said, like this video and leave a comment with some tips and tricks that you guys have, so other cinematographers can go through the comments and really build more value for themselves out in the world. So guys, thank you so much for your time, and we will see you in the next one. Peace out.